Good morning. How are you? I hope everything fine. Today we're going to discuss about social media with a specific case about how social networks influence performance. It's come from the questions that business or organizations allow their employees to use social media to help them to achieve performance. Let's take a look at the slide. Discussion about social network based on my article that published in 2018, titled From Social Networks to Firm Performance. It's published by Management Research Review in 2018, volume 41, issue 6, page 680 to 700. The study actually attempt to examine the complex relationship between social network and firm performance by introducing the mediating role of trust, selling capability, and pricing capability. The idea of the study actually come from debatable policy. We notify that some organizations allow their employee to use social media to promote their networks, while others prefer to discourage their employee to use social networks. And then the dispute come to our research gap. There's some reason why a social network it is arise a dispute over the performance, because first over exploitation of such relationships. It's mean it's more than just job. For example, maybe talk about something social, more social than professional ones. Second reason, concerned with overwhelming network structure. So when we have a lot of network, and then we cannot optimize to use it, and on overloaded information as well. So many information make us get confused which one is essential or not. So it make our organizations struggle to identify which information is relevant for the organization itself. Another reason might be from different people have different orientation from these social networks. And then we attempt to understand how social capital adversely affect the performance, because network is associated with the social capital, which is essential to promote performance. Then it is important to understand how social capital affect the performance by exploiting the social media. And then this research is essential also to understand the performance outcomes depend of the relation with the social networks. So this study underpins social capital theory, which reveal the idea of social ties, social interactions, trust, and reciprocity, which bring impact on performance. Those things also the antecedent of the social media studies. Then the theory argued that social network give rise to social capital that provide information, influence, and solidarity, which lie in ability of each actor of this network by the goodwill. And then knowledge absorption capability is essential for the firms to harness the meaningful information which spring from the customer networks. We come to hypothesis one. The study believes that social network will have a positive impact on performance. The reason comes from the previous study, for example, Chambers in 2014, which argue that the network provides opportunity for firm to reach consumer to a degree that is different from the traditional ones. While in SME context, the adoption of social media in both in-house and R&D and open innovations also relevant to achieve performance. Then social network will allow the firms to attract the follower, to appreciate the brand, and therefore pay more attention to collaborate with the firm. This is the mind's hypothesis. And then uh, how social network can influence the performance. We try to verify the impacts by introducing some mediating impacts such as trust. Social network will be able to influence performance unless social network influence trust, and then uh, followed by the high performance. So this argument come from the previous study like Kucharska and Wright, which argue that high quality of communication in social networks contribute to generating value for a new product development. And on the other hand, Chow argued that network ties do not always have a direct impact on firm performance because the influence is partially mediated by other variable. That's why we introduce the trust to explain the direct the mediating effect from social network to firm performance. Then trust is essential to promote adaptive organizations as building social network and reduce harmful conflicts, according to Salam to 2017. Trust to performance. So it also still influence we try to adopt another variable like pricing capability. Social network development allow consumer to regularly visit an online marketplace and build trust. And then the way social network become trust will be influence performance unless they can develop trust into pricing capability. So pricing capability is the way firm can manage the price. It's not just really on the market competition, but even they can set the price. So pricing capability is part of marketing capability, which is essential for the firm to achieve performance. And then from pricing capability, and then followed by performance. And then the combination of the resource influence the price capability and substitute the effect of brand names on their price. To test the hypothesis, this research involved 5 latent variables. Yeah, the research model involved 5 latent variables, like from performance, network structure, trust, and selling capability. We adopt the measure or the variable from the previous ones. And then there are 16 items of the measure with 7 Likert scale, which represent 5 constructs. These type of ones. This is the item for each latent variable. And then this is our respondent descriptions. Most of them are small medium enterprise with asset between 500 million to 10 billions. But from the point of view of sales, annual sales between most of them from 300 million to 2.5 billion rupiah. Okay, from the latent variable, we can see credibility, reliability, and the reliability test show that Cron alpha is quite high. Similarly with AVE and composite reliability. So the number is higher than 0.7. So we can use the thing for test the model. This is the goodness of it. This is the path. We can see that most of the relationship are significant with the T is quite high. However, some relationships has a weak, then we can say the impact of social network to firm performance, the direct effects is not significant. The social network to pricing capability is not significant. So we will rely on mediating variable. So this is the results. We can see that social network will not influence directly from performance unless the firm can convert to the trust. See, this get trust or selling capability, but the coefficients of trust slightly higher than the coefficient of selling capability from selling network to selling capability. So we rely on that ones. So from social network to trust, the coefficient is 0.308. And then the highest one, then from here go to pricing capability with the coefficient 0.576. Start means significant. There's no start because it's not significant. So from here, from social network to trust, from trust to pricing capability, not to others, not to from because it's the highest ones, the coefficients the highest ones, and then from pricing capability is influenced to from performance. So this is the way we found that social network influence from performance to trust and to pricing capability. Okay. This discussion comes from the previous study which argued that social network provides support to the firm performance. Hence, the study highlighted the role of trust, which plays a pivotal role in our social network structure that allow the observer firm to generate selling capability and pricing capability, which in turn provide a positive impact on firm performance. And then the study extend the previous study concerning on social network theory and give rise to so that give rise to social capital. The result extend the previous work also on appealing condition which determine consumer supply relationship characteristics. Thank you for discussion. We will go to the ULS. See you.